Hey guys, what's up? I decided I wanted to go live for a moment. I did see the new Endgame trailer, which I went crazy about on Facebook today because it looked absolutely amazing. I'm really excited about it. I noticed a couple of things while watching it that I kind of wanted to discuss while it's on the top of my head, or off the top of my. I'll talk about it off the top of my head, but while it's on my mind, because I know I'll forget later on some of the things. But one thing that a lot of people didn't notice, and I don't know how or why, maybe because out of excitement, Tony Stark actually shows up at the end of the trailer with all of the, all the guys and girls in their Avenger suits, which looks like they're going to the quantum realm, by the way. A lot of people are saying that maybe they're going into space, but I think they're going into the quantum realm. Maybe because they needed to have a suit similar to Ant-Man so they could survive. I'm not entirely sure what that's all about. None of us do, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. But when they're walking, Tony Stark is actually there. He comes back to Earth, he survives. Some people were thinking maybe he died along the way. That was sort of like one of those things, and maybe they would find him during time travel or something during the film, because time travel seems like it occurs at some point, I guess, because there were some set photos where they were in the original Avengers film, like in New York. So I don't know. I think this movie is going to have a lot of maybe flashbacks happening. That would be kind of cool if they do have some flashbacks, maybe some scenes that we didn't see in previous Avenger films or in the previous introduction films of some of the characters. I don't know. I'm really, really excited about this. The trailer really blows me away, and I'll tell you why. Not only because it's Avengers and Avengers Endgame, but because it can make you excited without showing you a whole lot. It's great. And because you're cryptic, I don't want to know exactly what happens, like by watching the trailer, because some trailers you watch, they tell you everything in the trailer, and after the trailer you think, well, why do I even have to go and see this movie? What's the point? I just watched it in 3 minutes. So it raised a lot of questions. A lot of people were downing the new suit at the end of the trailer. I think the suits are fine. I think that it's showing that they are having to go and they're going on a mission, and they need the proper wear to complete their mission. But that the film is going to end on a happy note. Maybe we could all take away from this trailer thinking that way. The one thing I did notice is that red was the prime most of the footage. When it was all black and white, red was the primary color. Why? Is it because a buddy of mine said, well, maybe it's doing you the bloodshed that will occur. Maybe it'll end up, really die, not just fade away. I think it has something to do with the ether, or the reality stone. I think that's going to have something to do with it, because maybe it's a change of reality. It's showing you that reality can change throughout this film, based off of the events that occur. I just have this feeling that's the route that it's going. Or maybe it's just red because it shows up and it looks great on the trailer, bright when it's black and white. I don't know. I'm just taking wild guesses here, because I'm sure a lot of people are doing what I'm doing right now today, and I'm sure there are a ton recapping a lot of this stuff. One thing I really liked about the trailer, though, was the fact that Rocket Raccoon was in it, and he was like kind of on War Machine's back, like he was with Groot. And I loved his outfit. It's that old comic style that they were pointing out in the previous trailer, but in this trailer you could totally see it. I mean, it was very bright, it stuck out, it looked fantastic. We didn't really see an Iron Man suit. We didn't see a shield, which I guess that's going to be a huge reveal. I mean, well, we did see the shield, but it was like on the one side where he's like kind of grabbing a hold of it. But it wasn't like a prominent shot of Captain America being a badass holding a shield, which is like the one scene that I really want to see, because it's been taken away. We didn't have it in one of the films, in the last Avengers film, and then it's going to show back up, and he's going to be running around the shield again. That's going to be awesome. But No Thanos in this trailer, which I'm fine with. I'm fine that there was no Thanos. I'm looking forward to seeing him with his big swords and stuff, because I did see the pop, and it looks like it's a different version of Thanos, maybe a different reality. Maybe they go back and fight him before he gets a hold of the Infinity Gauntlet, which that could be interesting as well. Lots of questions posed in this trailer. I'm just I'm really excited for it. I'm really excited to see Ant-Man in an Avengers film, because that's something we haven't seen yet. In the pseudo Avengers film Civil War, we did see him, but we haven't seen him in real Avengers film. So that looks cool. I like that it shows that he's almost like in a post-apocalyptic Earth, and he's running around and there's like signs, you know, missing people signs. I want to see more post-apocalyptic kind of scenes in this movie. I think the movie's going to start off like super dark, and then I think it's going to show you that time kind of carries on, because in one scene it looks like Black Widow she has red hair, but like the tips are still like blonde, and then in another scene it looks like the blonde has completely washed out. So I'm assuming that it's showing you that time is moving forward. So that's kind of cool as well. So we're going to see maybe a bunch of different timelines, or different parts of the timeline for this new Avengers film. Not a whole lot of fighting, more of just like throwbacks to other Marvel films, which I thought was kind of cool too, because it's always great to see some throwback. I'm really excited, and if you're not, then there's something completely wrong with you. The new suits are black, white, and red. I did know they were Downey the suit. I don't know what that. I love the trailer. Just gave away enough info. Yeah, I agree. Just enough info. Really need any more. We saw what we needed to see. They are very cryptic in what they show us, and that's what I like so much about it. I want to see some of the other characters. If you notice, the characters that faded away, there is not even a glimpse of them, and I'm hoping that whatever turns around in the story, those characters pop up. Black Panther and Spider-Man, all those characters kind of come back. The rest of the Guardians, that's going to be cool too. So I have a feeling that this movie is going to affect the entire timeline for the MCU. I think it's going to change like practically everything. And I think that's for a good reason, because after the last film, it just seems, of course, they call it a decimation. The MCU is decimated. So I'm excited to see what comes next. I don't really need another trailer. I'm pretty sure I'm good with trailers now. I say that now, but of course I'm going to watch the next one. But I'm good with trailers. I don't need to see any more trailers. I have just enough to make my mouth water. Now I'm wondering when they're going to release tickets. When's the ticket sale start? Because I am ready to buy my row of tickets so me and all my friends can go. The one scene people also were pretty excited about was the fact that Captain Marvel is there, and Thor is basically showing his badassery by calling the axe. And when he calls it, it doesn't make her flinch. She kind of just looks at him, and he's like, I like her. I thought that was kind of cool too. I just hope that Brie Larson isn't like a cardboard cutout this film, because in Captain Marvel I really felt like she was. I hope it gives more of her character, and I really hope that with this film we see what her weakness really is, because we have not seen a weakness out of Captain Marvel just yet. She is uber powerful, like I had mentioned in our live last night. She is a superwoman now. I want to see some weakness come out of that character, and whatever that might be. I don't know much about Captain Marvel. Maybe she already has a weakness. She has a kryptonite somewhere. I just don't know what that is. So that's going to be cool. We have two big characters, Thor and Captain Marvel. If they work together, I mean, of course, they could defeat Thanos and probably anybody in the galaxy at this point. One character I noticed didn't show up, and it's Bruce Banner was there, but the Hulk did not show up. So apparently we're supposed to get Professor Hulk. I'm looking forward to that. Maybe if, like I said, maybe if the movie, the timeline, you know, it starts and then it's like 10 years later or 20 years later, whatever, or 5 years later. I hope they show you the growth of the Hulk and why he's like this professor version, and how he and Bruce Banner now work together as one. I'm excited to see what that looks like and how that kind of is portrayed. A smart version, I guess, of the Hulk. There are so many different things I want to see, and I can't wait to see them. and this trailer just got me so amped up today. I have watched it so many times. I've watched it in the background while I'm doing my work at work, and it just plays over and over and over again. I basically had it on repeat. I think it's great. What do you guys think of this film so far? Do you think it's going to outdo everything we've seen before? Do you think it's going to be like an excellent do you think it's going to be an excellent film? Do you have high hopes? I know I do. Let's just hope somehow, some way, which I don't think it will happen because the Russo brothers, it's in their hands, but let's just hope they don't mess something up and make the fans really upset. I'm hoping that this thing just blows all of our minds, which I think we're pretty set that it will. Guys, let us know what you think in the comments below. We would love to hear from you and what you think this new film is going to bring, what you want to see, and what was your favorite scene of this trailer. This trailer looks, oh, I can't get over it. It looks amazing. I can't wait. Guys, I'm leaving now.